People had flags on their cars, they had flags on their house. They were together. There was unity. You'd let people cut in front of you in the grocery line. You'd let people come out in traffic in front of you. Everybody was working together. You've seen all this, Ted. Where the hell did it go? It's not the same anymore. People fight. It doesn't matter what party you're in or what color you are or what religion you are. There's no reason why we can't all get together. And the things you've done and the things you've seen are the reason that we have freedom of speech, we have the Declaration of Independence, and we stand on our own because of men and women like you. God bless you. Let me shake your hand.
My daughter was shopping she's from Saratoga. She was shopping in New York City, and she was within 2 blocks of the occurrence that occurred there. And she had no way of getting home because she couldn't even transmit or call on the telephone because everything was dead. And she had to almost walk to the place so that she could travel and go into New Jersey because her daughter lived in New Jersey. And it took her almost 6 hours to get home.
Yeah.
So she saw the smoke, and she didn't see the airplanes hitting, but she saw the results of it. And it was very, very sad for her to see things like that.
Well, this is for you. God bless you. Good health and many, many more, my friend. I'm so proud to meet you. Yes, I can. He fought. What the vets, they're the ones that gave us our freedom.
Yeah.
And now you look at Washington and Congress. I got to tell you this, and doesn't matter what people think. Mr. Trump is a very good friend of mine. I've been with him over 25 years. When he was elected, he says, I will run this country as a business and try to do the best I can for everybody. So I'm a fan of his, and a lot of people don't like that. But it doesn't matter who your friends are or what you do, it's what's in your heart that counts. And I like to treat people the way I want to be treated. And I like to help people as much as we can, just like you've done. So, thank you again. God bless you all.
Yeah.
My neighbor, Scarlett, was a brother of the previous sheriff. And
Fred
he lived right
Scarlett.
there. Yeah, Fred Scarlett. And the other thing was that last year, it was the most not hurting, but an exciting thing that I received in my life. Last year I had the longest and largest Christmas card, not my birthday card. There was 28 signatures of everybody in here. And when I got through, I almost cried, and men don't cry when things like that occur. But I really had to hold it back, and I went out and personally shook everybody's hand. And that meant a lot to me because I've been to him over 65 years. And I've worked all the countries and everything. I worked North Korea twice. And I'm 14th in the United States as far as countries listing. And as far as worldwide, I'm 35th in the world. And there's over 10,000 people that are striving to get the highest honor. And they never will catch up to me. And the only way I can advance is somebody dies. And so far in 2 years, nobody died yet. So this is a wonderful hobby, and I'm really proud to be a member of it.
We're glad to have you.
Yeah.
Even today, I needed a little information about a piece of equipment, and a fellow went home and got it on the internet, printed it and made it and gave it to me in a book form. Now that's what you call a good hobby.
Yeah.
So anybody want to become a ham, become a ham.
Right.
Matter of fact, I had a review in West Point about my World War experience.
Oh yeah.
And one of the things was that after they interviewed me and put it on the internet, I went ahead and I was so proud to see that. And I was talking ham radio, trying to convince the interviewer to become a ham. And by the way, I met the president's brother on the last holiday over in Indica. Yeah, in Indica. And he works in a radio station. And he was so pleased about ham radio, he wanted to join the program. I think I sold him on ham radio. He lives somewhere locally here.
Yeah, he lives in up near Amelia.
Amelia, right.
I met him.
Yep. He's a good friend.
Yeah, he's a good guy too.
Yep.
And he's got a nice voice, and he comes on at 7:30 every morning.
All right, I have to run. God bless you, Ted. Take care. Adam, thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.
Now, we're not quite done with Ted, folks. And we got a couple more things for you.
See you later.
So,
Hello there.
It's even in gold. This is something gold.
I gotta take the glasses off so I can see what I'm reading.
He's gotta take his glasses off so he can see better. It's like reading.
Have fun.
The Dutchess County Legislature hereby offers its congratulations, recognition, and appreciation to Ted K2JMY ZULKOWSKI on the occasion of celebrating his 100th birthday and his years of service to his beloved country as a WW2 medic and his community. This is signed by Mr. Greg Pulver, Chair of the Dutchess County Legislature, and Dale Borshin, who is your legislator. So, that's one for you. I think I'll save this one for last.
You gotta get that out.
This is a long one. Okay. New York State Senate proclamation, legislative proclamation, commending Theodore J. ZULKOWSKI upon the occasion of his 100th birthday on June 23, 2019. Whereas it is the intent of this legislative office to publicly recognize those who have reached such a remarkable age and who have witnessed and celebrated the innovations, cultural developments, and awesome achievements of this country during the last century, while themselves contributing to the growth and excellence of this great empire state. And whereas, attended to such concern and in full accord with its long-standing traditions, this legislative office is justly proud to congratulate Theodore J. ZULKOWSKI upon the occasion of his 100th birthday, and she's got June 23rd on here because she used today's date. And whereas Theodore J. ZULKOWSKI served as an Army surgical technician 1943-1946 during World War II, when he arrived in France, he was assigned to 280th Station Hospital in Cherbourg, where he prepared wounded servicemen for their return to the United States aboard hospital ships. I told you it's a long one. I need some air. And whereas after the war in Europe had concluded, Theodore's unit was moved into occupied Germany to replace hospital staff at the 100th General Hospital. And whereas upon return from his service, Theodore was reunited with his wife and daughter. Then he started working at IBM making molds and tools. Whereas in 2015, Theodore J. ZULKOWSKI was one of 84 veterans who took part in the 9th Hudson Valley Honor Flight to Washington, D.C. And whereas this exceptional centurion has experienced the incredible joys and sorrows characteristic of and reserved for those with the stamina and courage to savor a full life. And now, therefore, be it resolved that this legislative office pause in its deliberations to congratulate Theodore J. ZULKOWSKI upon the occasion of celebrating his 100th birthday on June 23, 2019. And be it further resolved that a copy of this proclamation, thank you, told you it's a long one, I'm getting tongue-tied, suitably engrossed will be transmitted to Theodore J. ZULKOWSKI. This is dated June 23rd by New York State Senator Susan Serino. We're not done yet. Anybody tired of sitting here? No. Okay. Me. Not good. Okay, from the Office of the County Executive. Marcus J. Molinaro proclaims June 26, 2019, Theodore ZULKOWSKI Day. Happy 100th birthday, dated June 23, 2019, Marcus J. Molinaro, Dutchess County Executive.
Yeah.
Well, this wakes me up a little bit. Men don't really cry, but it's in me to cry. But it's the happiest thing I ever had was the time you gave me the 28 birthday cards, all on one. It was 6 feet tall, and I'll save that until I pass away. And my family is going to give me a wonderful send-off in Saratoga about 3 days from now. And of course, we're going to have a lot of fun over there too. Let's see, what else can I say? Not really, because I had another one from the state, but it was official, had a little gold seal on it even. Because I did that about 2 or 3 weeks ago, ahead of time, because I couldn't go to a certain thing to do thing. And in West Point, they reviewed me, and they sent a background of my life in the internet.
Yeah.
And it was over an hour and a half. And I pressed the hobby of ham radio. The fellow who was interviewing me, and they were all West Point graduates that was reviewing me. And I almost convinced them into becoming a ham.
Okay.
Because I had my QSL card and I gave it to them as a memory of me anyway. But as a whole, I love America. That's one of the things when they reviewed me for the movie that was on the internet. I told them I came from overseas. And I was so happy to see America that I got on my knees and kissed the ground, just like to see America. There's no better place in this world as the United States. I went to Washington, I had the same situation. You've seen kids that were 5 or 6 years old, and every time we stopped by a bus or somewhere, they would come around, they wanted to touch me like I was God. Because I'm not God, I'm just a human being. But America has a future as far as I'm concerned, and that's one of the things that was most outstanding for me. So, this is unusual this year. I'm lucky my health is good. I don't have any particular thing. My medication is simple. And as a whole, I walk and do things, and I try to help people too.
All right, Barbara Sweet,
Yes.
please.
Thank you.
Oh my
Hi,
goodness.
Ted.
Yeah, right.
Welcome. I received this morning on my computer, so I printed it for you, and look who it came from. JG3IWL.
Oh,
Now,
yeah, I know that is.
Oku.
Yes.
Oku. He does not know English that well, but I printed it large,
Yeah.
all on one sheet,
Yeah.
so that you could read it when you get home. You can open it now if you want, but he's,
I got my hands full open the first.
I made it easy. There it is. He says, JG, K2JMY, 100 years from JG3IWL, and then his email address to K2JMY@optimum.net. Dear Ted, K2JMY, I am Hasi, well, it's his first name, but he goes by Oku, JG3IWL. I heard you have a party, 100th birthday. I have 37 years for 100 years. You see how his English is not
Their
great?
English is not like ours, see.
Yeah. My son and his wife live in JA9.
That's a
Whatever
section of
prefecture.
Japan, yeah. Northern
Yeah.
part.
My daughter and her husband live in JA6, and my wife and I and a small dog live in JA3, which is Shiga Prefecture. I still work full-time. I built a new, I think he's trying to say 21 megahertz crank-up tower 3 years ago.
That's the height of the tower, 21 meters.
Okay, that's what he's meaning. Okay, big concrete bases was reused as chemical anchor,
Oh.
whatever that was. So there you go, long distance
Okay.
delivered.
Okay, this is the little background that I had. And when I was a ham early, I used to do phone patches. Phone patches mean that in some parts of the world, you cannot have any kind of conditions like telephones because the cost is prohibitive. And one of the things I'm really proud of, I phone patched